movies have their own music videos.
Agreed.
Shark Night 3D has its own rap video.
Whoa.
Okay.
Blue Sea has its own rap video.
Yes,
like,
it does.
Shark in Venice has Baldwin singing.
It does. No, it does not. Can you imagine how embarrassed Stephen Baldwin must be going to Thanksgiving with his brothers?
Yeah.
And all his brothers are doing amazing things, and he's like, I was in Shark.
Are they all doing amazing things, or is one of them doing amazing things?
Oh, well.
Hey, I'm working.
Yeah.
Fair.
There is, though, I'm bringing this up again, and I don't care, but there's a scene in Shark in Venice, Jay, where Baldwin must have thought that music was going to be playing over the sea and they wouldn't keep the dialogue, because he's walking with his girlfriend, and he's going, look at that thingy, and then look at that thingy. And there's a thingy over there. Oh, check out that thingy. Well, I'll go do this thingy. I bet you he was talking, thinking music would be over him. And they kept in the thingies. It's beautiful.
It's down the same corridor where they actually walk back and forth about 7 times. They keep reusing the same corridor from different angles.
And the chase scenes. And
yeah,
they have
it's
dirt
right
bikes in Venice.
People supposedly show up in a boat right outside that, but the boat is very clearly a car and on wheels as it pulls up to behind it. It's special.
Beautiful.
I want to watch
Makes
it.
me so happy.
I could rent it for £3.50, and I
don't do it.
I'm not doing that.
No.
It's not a £3.50 movie.
Do not spend money on that. Oof.
Yeah.
There are better uses for your money. That's for sure.
Yeah. I watched Ghost Shark. It was free on YouTube. So Ghost Shark is free.
I have a question, Al. Do you have fun when rabbits have the gun?
It's the best line of the chapter.
I love
it. It is, in fact, the best line of the chapter.
What does it mean?
It well.
What does it mean? It ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun. I mean, they've been taking advantage of the sharks, and now the sharks are taking advantage of them.
Oh.
But in that scenario, the sharks are now giving them serum in some way.
Wait, what?
I mean, the hand is on the other foot now. Is I think what he's trying to say.
But it's such it comes out of nowhere. That it ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun. It comes. Where did that come from?
Trent has some gems.
Where was Trent brought up where that's a saying?
He talks about joy swims. He talks about rabbits having guns.
He was in the military.
He doesn't have a southern accent, but it's
when he says how, like the line after that one, he sounds like Christopher Walken for one word.
Wow.
So he has a temper, but I don't want to overgeneralize any area. Maybe he's like a Philly guy.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that could be. Sure, yep.
And sorry, I'm not saying everyone I used to work in Philly a lot, and so I just know Philly pretty well. But no, I've never heard any of them say joy swim.
I can't even try and do a Philly accent, so it's not even. I couldn't even approximate.
He was born in Philly, moved to Milwaukee, learned his trade on the Great Lakes. Then he moved down to Florida, got into ROTC, and then joined the military. So Philly to Milwaukee to Tampa.
I'm going to say ain't no fun when a rabbit's got a gun. That's a Florida saying. I feel really confident saying that.
But Rob Mays was born in Ohio, if that's any help.
Hey, that's pretty close.
And he went to the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland.
Hey.
Which isn't far away from Philly.
Yeah.
So
there we go.
Yeah, on his way from Ohio to Maryland, he stopped off at Philly for a little while.
Yeah. Hung out at Wawa.
Yeah.
Oh, it's perfect. I mean, I didn't hit it exactly, but I had the right area. Yeah. So I feel good about that. I feel really, that's good. I get it.
What's weird for me when it comes to suspension of disbelief for this movie, the fact that, we've got giant swarms of baby sharks trying to eat people is not where I have problems with suspension of disbelief. It's that, I've been on one of the things with my job is I've been in literally hundreds of different factories to see how stuff gets made. And when you're spending a lot of money are you investing a lot of money on doing something important, you really, really have a lot of safety systems and a lot of backup. Which just tells me that Durant is not a great business person and that he doesn't have anybody decent advising him.
But he doesn't want anybody, right?
Yeah.
Right? Look at his lawyer's ties. They're terrible.
That's 2 different shades of yellow. How could you say that's terrible?
Oh.
And not only that, trying to hire Misty does so in the most condescending and obnoxious way possible.
Oh,
Excuse me,
yeah.
Dr. Calhoun. Yeah.
I like, though, that Durant found secondhand scrap metal workers, and they built Aquaman.
Okay,
Because that keeps him off the grid.
Right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, this was good. We learned about welders. Oh, my gosh. This was fun. Hey, so how about, before we get out of here, let's do a quick thing. For Deep Blue Sea on Facebook and Twitter, let's do a quick bad movie shark draft. You pick one, I pick one. We'll do 3 total. So you start first, and then I will. But they got to be bad. It can't be like Jaws or Bait, or it has to be direct to DVD.
I will not take part in this because I haven't seen it.
All right.
All right. So are we going bad movie against bad movie? Is that?
Yeah. So we're just gonna do 3 air quotes bad movies, but they can't have seen theatrical releases.
Right. Okay. Because there is one very clearly worst shark movie, like without any possibility of being beaten anytime soon. One movie is worse than all the other movies.
But you want to pick your favourite worst movies.
Oh, am I picking my favorite worst movie?
The best worst. But we need to know what that one is, though.
Got it.
What is that worst?
The worst movie is Shark Exorcist.
Okay.
You should.
It sounds incredible.
Hang on a second. You should under no circumstances watch Shark Exorcist. However, you should go to YouTube because there is a 20-minute review of somebody else reviewing Shark Exorcist, and that's hilarious, and that you should watch.
All right.
Just watch the review, honestly.
Oh, but the whole film's on YouTube. It's right there.
Yeah. No. Do not look. I try to be.
I want to click on it.
No. Tell you what. If you want to watch it after watching the 20-minute review.
Okay.
Just trust me on this. Okay, so my favorite bad shark movie that I also love is Empire of the Sharks.
Empire of the Sharks.
Empire of the Sharks, which comes in at number 11 on my list, not because it's good, but because it's amazing. It's post-apocalyptic. It's basically Waterworld with more sharks. The main actors are sullen and stupid. They go off and after one of the girls after the main actress gets kidnapped, she says maybe, 50 words in the whole movie. But after she's kidnapped, her boyfriend goes off on a quest to save her and handles that quest in the stupidest and least effective way possible. But the reason this movie is great, besides the great special effects of leapy sharks and remote-controlled sharks, is the bad guy, or actually the lieutenant for the bad guy, looks like a pirate. He psychically controls an army of cybernetic sharks using a Nintendo Power Glove. And he just eats the scenery while he does it. This bad guy's name is Scrim, and he is my favorite bad guy in any shark movie whatsoever.
I am looking at this right now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Empire of the Sharks is, if you want a bad movie, which I love, it will be Empire.
I love it. I'll take for my pick, my first one, Shark in Venice. I gotta do it.
Yep.
Gotta do it. Look at those thingies.
Totally valid there, but Mark, there are no sharks in Venice. Yeah. Stephen Baldwin gets told that at least 5 times.
Listen to her. She's really smart. All right, what's your second pick?
Oh, my second. All right. Let's think about this. Well, there's always Sharkensaw Women's Prison Massacre, where a bunch of.
I think we get it.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's all in the title, honestly. And I particularly like Sharkensaw's Women's Prison Massacre because they never get rid of the sharks. Basically, Arkansas just becomes infested by land sharks.
Oh, that's amazing.
And they put up signs warning people out of the state.
So that's your second one?
I'll take that as my second one, sure.
I love it. I'll take Shark Lake, starring Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, that's a bad movie.
Bad. He does not front kick any sharks. It's very bad. He plays a black market fish salesman, and he dumps a bunch of sharks into a lake, and they come into play later, and they bite people's legs off when they're parasailing.
That's 53 on Kevin's list. That's below Deep Blue Sea 2.
I'm taking Shark Lake. And so what's your third and final?
So my third and final is one which is no one's going to say it's a great movie, right? But I really loved it, which is Super Shark. Super Shark is the one where the shark does walk on land. The army, and by the army I mean a sergeant and 5 soldiers, gets a toy tank that walks on feet in order to fight the Super Shark. J.J. Walker is a DJ in the movie. It stars one of the Duke brothers from the Dukes of Hazzard. And the female lead very clearly in the movie has a drinking problem. It's good.
Does it feature the line, "Is that a seal? Is that a boat?" No, it's Super Shark.
I do not think it has that line.
Because that's a missed opportunity.
Oh, I love it.
Mark, what's your last one?
I might be cheating here, but I'm taking Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus just for the airplane scene alone and the infographic that came with it about the speed that the shark would have to take to catch it.
My sharking partner refers to the female scientists in such movies as scientists. And in Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus, we've got Debbie Gibson, right? Deborah Gibson as our scientist, who figures out how to defeat the giant shark and the octopus after having mop closet sex with one of her fellow scientists and thinking about pheromones. It is
Lorenzo Lamas.
Is it Lorenzo? It might be. No, because she's sleeping with the Asian scientist.
Oh, got it.
But that movie is like way better than it kind of deserves to be. Also, Jay, you should know in a shark movie, anything that you can tell it's science because someone stares into an optical microscope and all the glass vials have colored water in them.
Okay.
That's how you know you're sciencing.
I would like to request that the title of the episode is not Mop Closet Sex. Just putting that out there.
Well, this is fun.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts about this, or Kevin? Any final thoughts about this chapter, Jay?
Sure. I think this chapter, the star of this chapter, are the baby sharks jumping up and trying to eat Daniel. No question about it, and I'm glad they finally get fed on Josh, even if it's due to implausible shower water dynamics.
Oh man, I'm happy Josh is gone. He's a turd.
He's not been fun. He's been a bit of a downer. So we're all glad he's gone. So good. This is the deepest chapter so far, because the entire chapter takes place entirely within this one level in Achilleos, with not even any glimpses of the surface or anything. So this is entirely at the depth, and this is the easiest chapter in the whole world to work out how blue it is, because this chapter is exactly 41% blue. It is also exactly 17% red, 16% orange, and 26% green.
It's beautiful.
It was tailor-made for doing this kind of analysis.
Thank you, lighting systems. Yeah.
It's wonderful. Yeah, so I have no other thoughts on this chapter. We kind of covered it all. I know, I liked that Durant says to Missy that they're not that different. They just value different species. So she values sharks, he values people. I like that line. It's fun.
I like that he says he values people right before he tries to kill her.
Yeah, he values people as a whole, but not actual individuals that he's come across.
The big picture.
Yeah. And Trent's got some good floating debris clearing as he strides down the corridor. That's always good to see. You got any final thoughts, Mark?
No, I love this chapter. I love the water trudging. I love this movie. It makes me so happy. I'm so happy that we're covering this. It feels like freedom.
It does.
It feels like napalm in the morning. Good.
Yeah.
So Kevin, do you have anything you'd like to plug? Where can people find you online?
Sure. I can be found on Twitter at Kevin Kulp. I've got a new game coming out soon called Swords of the Serpentine that can be found on Pelgrane Press's website, and I think that's all I need to plug.
All right.
Okay, very nice. And listeners, you can find this podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at DeepBlueSeaPod, or email us deepblueseapod@gmail.com. You can read more of my writings over at lifeversusfilm.com. Join us over at The Lamb, the large association of movie blogs. So you have a movie blog and would like to be a part of an online community of other like-minded folk, then come find us at largeassmovieblogs.com. Listen to The Lambcast, a fun podcast from over there. Mark, where can people find you?
Yeah, Movies, Films, and Flicks, Movies, Films, and FLIX. Check out the podcast. We're currently #1 in Uganda, which is amazing. That makes me so happy. And then it was beautiful work. I've been in Namibia, Botswana, where else? I think 5 African countries I've hit #1 in, which makes me really happy.
That's great.
And then I have new Rotten Tomatoes articles coming out. Check out Rotten Tomatoes is Wrong, the podcast. Check out Versus on YouTube or Peacock. And then I have new film theory videos coming out, so check out The Film Theorists and check out my videos there.
Outstanding.
That's cool.
Well, that'll do it for this chapter. Thank you, Kevin, for joining us.
This has been a delight. Thank you both so much.
I've been Jay Cluett.
And I'm Mark Hoffmeyer.
And we'll see you next week.